brand storytelling. Instead of telling the story of individual people like I was in journalism, being able to tell the story of, you know, a large group of people who, you know, represent a company has been a unique challenge, but one worth telling, you know.
Yeah.
Being able to view people, a team dynamic, and being able to see what makes a company work, the logistics of it, and making sure that the relationship between that team of people and the people that they're helping through their services or, you know, with their product is well represented. I really enjoy it. I think that I'm also looking at HR because I like looking at employee relations and what makes, you know, a workplace happy. I also really like researching, you know, the consumer behavior, like being able to see how you can improve your approach to the audience that you're trying to capture. And so being able to, you know, learn about how to intentionally do that has been really cool.
Yeah. So you are the social media manager. You've done a lot here. We appreciate you. Everything you've done, you've been really creative over the past year with our thumbnails. I am excited to see where your journey goes after Western.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Hallie.
Yeah. This is Dan. Back to you at the desk.
Hi, Mom.
As our current social media director and long-standing WeTV member, Dan has played an instrumental role in many of our productions. We're thankful for everything he has done and wish him the best as he starts what we know will be a long and fruitful career.
Soon to come, our very own Diana Saib covering Record Store Day.
And for our next senior send-off, stay tuned.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh, boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Okay, true crime lovers, this one's for you. Serial Killer Trivia Night is going down Tuesday, April 29th from 6 to 9 p.m. in the UC Catafont Room. Bring your knowledge, your friends, and your $5 entry fee, and get ready for popcorn, drinks, and prizes. It's first come, first served, and only open to WCU students. Hosted by the Police Community Advisory Committee Students Association, the funds raised will help support future events and trips. Get there early, you might just win.
Record Store Day has passed with the biggest turnout so far in Silva. People began lining up at 6 a.m., although not opening until 10 a.m. Our very own Deanna Sipe had to tell us more.
Live music, raffles, and records. On April 12th, the annual Record Store Day event came to town at In Your Ear Music.
This is the biggest record store day we've had. I think last year we had about half this amount and had about half the releases.
Record Store Day is an event that allows music lovers to celebrate the culture of records and allows the opportunity to collect exclusive vinyls.
I'm looking for Remy Wolf. She dropped her first 2 albums on vinyl, and I already have it screenshotted where it's exactly going to be on the wall. I'm going for that.
While some were there for themselves, others stayed for their loved ones.
I am here for my wife. She told me to come here to find a couple of things, but we have a vinyl player at home, just records at home. Just like the vibe of vinyl music and listening to records at home. I'm looking for the Taylor Swift Fortnite. It's in a black case, but it's a white vinyl. It's 7 inches. I know what I'm looking for. And maybe the Wicked one if they got it.
Record Store Day is a very popular event amongst music lovers. But why?
When you put the needle on it and it starts playing the little like scratch in the distance, and you can hear it, and it just sounds so real and authentic. This is something just so soothing to me.
I like to collect my favorite albums on vinyl, so for me it's more like I get to sit in my little bubble, listen to it as loud as I want, and I feel like you don't really get that on streaming services. I don't know. I feel like the quality's better too.
With this year being the biggest record store day at In Your Ear Music, the shop appreciates their customers and hopes to see more support in the future.
We just appreciate our customers coming out to Record Store Day and supporting local music and supporting local business and just keeping us alive.
Reporting for WeTV, I'm Deanna Sipe.
You know, I actually really love the record store in Silva. Have you ever been?
No, I've never been.
Oh, you should go sometime. It's a truly wonderful place.
Yeah, definitely. I'll check it out. School is in session. Jackson County Board of Commissioners confirmed the purchase of more than 58 acres of land between Evans and Old Cullowhee Road for a new middle school. Construction is estimated to cost nearly $5.8 million. Superintendent Dana Ayers secured $52 million from the state to bring the vision to life. The school will bring together students in grade 6 through 8 from Cullowhee Valley, Fairview, Smoky Mountain, Scotts Creek, and Jackson Community School. Construction is slated to start within the next 2 years. However, if it does not, the funds will no longer be available.
A plot of land along NC 107 in Jackson County has sparked controversy among residents, local environmentalists, and elected leaders. Cody Lewis, who owns the 2.8 acres of land, plans to build a family-owned gas station. This raises concerns about the contamination of the Tuckasegee River, including fuel and litter, disrupting the local fishing economy, and disturbances in traffic regulations at an already busy intersection. Jeff Sykes, a former journalist, began a petition on change.org opposing the project, gaining nearly 1,200 signatures by early April. The town of Webster passed a resolution that formally opposed gas stations along rivers. However, Lewis defends the project as a continuation of his family's legacy, although it is still being criticized as a risk to the river and the overall safety of the community.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, it's a complicated issue. But
it is. Anyways, as part of his public relations class, Daniel Reed created a campaign with the Silver Rotary Club. To tell us more, Daniel Reed.
I remember volunteering in high school at our local outreach center, putting together care packages and organizing donations to keep our community warm in the winter. For my friends and I, volunteer service wasn't simply a way to feel good about ourselves. Rather, it was a way to recognize our community's needs and act on them to make the change that we desired to see. Similarly, the Silva Rotary Club is a service-oriented organization that participates in both large-scale international projects and local service initiatives. Here's Chancellor Kelly R. Brown, a member of Silva Rotary Club, touching on the benefits of club membership.
Well, certainly I think networking. I mean, that's just one big one. So every time you go to a Rotary meeting, you're seeing people that you maybe normally don't get to see. So that's one thing. But also the knowledge, the speakers that we have. I mean, there's always times that I'm walking away and I had no idea that this work was going on. So you gain a lot of knowledge of what's happening either in your local area or maybe even beyond your local area. So I would say the networking and the education and knowledge that you get, and then you can go out and say, well, you know, did you know this the other day, or I learned this.
In recent years, club membership has been in decline due to a variety of reasons, namely the time commitment and members not having a consistent role to fill. However, Scott Baker, a Silver Rotarian, says their chapter is proactively addressing these key issues.
So I think really that change in that attendance requirement is we want you to be plugged into what Rotary does, not just the meeting itself. So if you don't ever come to a weekly meeting, well, there's benefits, definitely benefits to those because of the social piece and other things that I've mentioned. We want you to be part of the projects. Usually if people don't get engaged in the club in the first year or two of membership, they'll drop out because they're not really bought in. And so they just need to find their purpose. And some people are just exploring that, and some people just really want to do something, so they'll find a way, but mentorship's an important piece. So as someone who's been in the club for a while, I'm like, what are your interests? So if I know you're a techie, I can be like, hey, every week, can you help me with the AV? We've got a laptop to set up, we've got to set up the microphone, we've got presentations coming in, here are all the things that are going to happen, so help me do that weekly. And you're like, that's in my wheelhouse, I got it. Then you have a purpose.
If Rotary sounds like something you would be interested in, then here is where you can follow both the Silver Rotary Club and the WCU chapter of Rotaract. Reporting for WeTV, this is Dan Reed.
It's always good to stay involved and be an active member in this community.
Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the WCU Bookstore will be hosting the We Love WCU Authors event. Throughout the event, various WCU authors will be at the bookstore to discuss their work. During the event, free refreshments will be available, and the authors' books will be for sale.
This year, we've had many creative shows like Cullowhee and Ultimate Uno. Scout Memolo has been the creative director for those shows. Interviewing Scout, we have Hallie Stanley.
Welcome back. I'm here with Scout Memolo, creative director for WeTV. Scout, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
You are one of our seniors. You're graduating in May. How do you feel about leaving?
I'm nervous. I'll be honest. It's exciting. Like, I'm ready, but at the same time, it's like you kind of don't want to leave, but like you also want to.
Right. It's very bittersweet. I can imagine. You have been in WeTV for how long?
I have been in for. If Elijah started his freshman year, I started my sophomore year.
Yeah.
So I began my second semester of my sophomore year here when we just rebranded.
Man, I wish I could have been there. That seems so cool. Like, you were in WeTV before WeTV, and you were there through the development, through the struggles of maybe not having as many resources, and now, what are you the most proud of since you started and right now?
Honestly, just seeing the growth of a lot of people who come in here. Like, one of our people, Jack, has been like one of the few people, Jacob, Ryan, they've all like stepped up to the plate and like are so interested in learning. One of my biggest things, just not as creative director, but as a person, is like, your willingness to learn will help you grow and will help you go past even here. So like seeing that willingness from like other students and being able to have like mentored and teach like some of them, I'm like very, very proud of.
Yeah. You are leaving some big shoes to fill. I'm gonna say this about every single one of y'all. Because it's hard, it's hard, and it leaves us nervous because we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, your absence is gonna be felt. We're a little giddy. What do you expect of us?
Ooh, expectations. Just betting you, the other two are gonna say this. Keep going with the content. Since we like started like really building up in the past couple of years, just the expansion of content, getting more creative. I would love, like I did We Rolled, that was like a project of mine for a while, finally did it. I would love somebody to like step in and fill that up. Jeopardy, I know, is a big one. Cat Studio Sessions is also like another like series I would love to be continued.
Yeah. And what are you excited for after graduation?
After graduation, ooh. I'm just excited to see where my career takes me. I'm excited to see how I will grow outside of things and moving in with my partner.
Well, Scout, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Back to you at the desk.
Up next, WeTV's own take on the USC Ice Bucket Challenge.
And an exclusive interview with Cullowhee's very own local celebrity.
All over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
What? My. Oh.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready?
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back, Catamounts. As a reminder, this is also being simulcasted on 95.3 WWCU. We've had quite a run this week for Catamount Athletics.
Indeed, we have. Me personally, I'm quite a fan of our women's golf team.
Me personally, I quite enjoyed the spring football game, but it really just wasn't the same without the legendary Pride of the Mountains marching band.
Truly a staple of the university. For more on Catamount Athletics, WeTV's own Dom Saini and Owen Fleming have the latest.
Thanks, Rufaro. Hello, Catamounts. I'm Owen Fleming.
And I'm Dom Saini. We are your voice for Western Carolina sports.
We actually have some breaking news that just came out, Dom, regarding a former Catamount athlete. Former quarterback Cole Gonzalez, who transferred back before the season started, has now transferred away from Oklahoma. So he transferred from Western to Oklahoma, and now he's decided he's going to leave Oklahoma before even playing a season there. So I guess leaving here didn't really work out for him.
I guess not. No, absolutely not.
No, I mean, maybe he got some money, but it seems like now he's going to have to find his own way, which is really quite a shame. I mean, I'm pretty confident in our quarterback. You know, I think he's going to be pretty great. There was also a report that Cole might be interested in Pitt, which is where Kerwin Bell's son actually is the offensive coordinator. So if he went there, maybe we could get a bit more of a reconnection from the old Western days, see some more deep bombs with Cade's play calling.
Especially with cool. Desmond Reed, former Catamount as well.
Yes, Pitt's shaping up to be a team that could be full of former Catamounts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But as we're going in, let's go back to our Western sports and let's talk about them. As the spring semester ends, several WCU teams finished their seasons over the past week. The week started as our women's golf team took a trip down to West Columbia to compete in the SoCon Women's Golf Championship. The team ended the first day of the tournament in 7th place, but Sadler Miller did tie for second in the overall player standings. Things didn't go as smoothly the second day as the team dropped to 8th standings, with senior Elizabeth Lobeyer being the only member of the team to finish under par. This effort boosted her up to 9th spots and put her 3rd overall. Entering the final day of the tournament, the Cats performed well, scoring their lowest finishing of the week. For those who may not follow golf, it may sound absurd, but the goal is to finish with the least number of points. This boosted the Cats' standings, pushing them to finish tied for the 6th place with Sanford. Lowbar had another strong day, which ensured she kept her finish overall 3rd place. The men's team also finished their season this week, competing in the men's championship in Greensboro, Georgia. The Catamounts started the tournament off on the right foot with a 4th overall first finish on the day. On Monday, they had their best day of the tournament, having the best round out of any team there. This great performance improved their overall standings to 3rd. As the tournament concluded, the team in another solid day, and where they kept their 3rd place away from those pesky Chattanooga by a razor-thin margin of 2 points. Junior Ivan Nikvix was the standout performer on the team, scoring his best tournament results of the year, finishing tied for 3rd overall. This was the team's best SoCon championship finish since 2021. Congrats to both teams on the season of hard work.
Good season, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, our Western teams, they've been really improving lately. We had the soccer team come in. We had the tennis team. We had the golf team. We had the best finish. And looking to other sports, the women's tennis team, we're going to dive into them right now as well.
Okay.
The 4th seed Catamounts faced off against the 5th seed Mercer Bears. Southern Conference Player of the Year, Jade Groen, had a great day, becoming the all-time doubles leader in program history, as well as claiming a singles win. The Cats defeated the Bears 4-0, giving the program its first ever advancement to the SoCon semifinals. The team then faced the #1 seed Furman in the semifinals in a tough matchup. Despite a strong effort with 3 leads, a slow start ultimately ensured that the Paladins took the matchup 4-0, ending the Catamounts season. Despite the loss, this was a historic season for the team and paints a bright picture for the years ahead.
Absolutely.
So we also have our football team, which now might be looking for another quarterback. I don't think they'd bring back Cole, but it'd be interesting if they would.
I think Tyron Dickinson's the current quarterback.
I think he's going to be pretty
good. I think he's done a lot, especially at the end of last season. Really great. I mean,
definitely. And now that we're moving from rackets to bats, the softball team had a tough week as they tried to rebound from being swept in their last series against Wofford. The first game of the week was against USC Upstate, who blew up the Cats pitching unit, winning 3-16. They then traveled to Macon to face Mercer in a 3-game series, starting with a doubleheader on Friday. Western took a 2-run lead in the 6th inning, but Mercer immediately erased that with a home run and some RBIs. Mercer then took the win 4-2. Game 2 was a tight one, with the Cats scoring in the 1st and 4th innings, but Maya McPherson hit an RBI ground out in the 1st to put them up 1-0. Mercer responded with 2 runs in the 2nd and 3rd inning, taking the lead back. Natalie Henry hit a sacrifice fly in the 4th to tie the game back up. After that, the game turned into a bit of a pitching duel with 4 scoreless innings before Mercer scored a game-winning run in the 9th, taking the game 3-2 in a heartbreaker of a loss for the Cats. Despite a 4-run start in Saturday's game, the Bears took control yet again and outscored the team 12-4, sweeping the softball team in the series. The team will return to Cullowhee this weekend for their last home series of the year, with Senior Day scheduled for April 27th. On the other side of the coin, the baseball team started the week at Presbyterian. Western started out strong, scoring 6 runs in the 3rd inning to build their lead. Trace Bees, Trent Turner, and Josh Osiander each homered, and the team scored 9 runs to come out with the win 9-7. The Cats then returned home to face Wofford in a 3-game series. On Thursday, Wofford scored 3 in the 2nd inning. Despite performances like Mason Holton's game, the Cats weren't able to bridge the gap after Wofford scored 2 more runs in the 9th. Wofford took the first game 9-6. The Cats did respond well on Friday, scoring 4 runs in the 1st and 3 runs in the 5th. Starting pitcher Dusty Rivas struck out 7, and Mason Holton scored 2 RBIs to give the Cats the win 7-4. On Saturday, the Cats actually had one of their best offensive games of the season. After they hit a leadoff run in the 1st, they didn't take their paws off the gas, scoring in 5 more innings and ending the game before the 9th inning even started. I'd say that's a good win.
That's really good.
Yeah. This 15-5 victory gave the Cats the series win, putting them at 19-20 overall.
Man, just absolute dominance by our Catamounts right here. And, I mean, love to see them. I mean, I've been very much invested into seeing how well they performed, especially with our baseball and softball teams. And it's well to see that Wisdom are doing that. So.
Yeah.
So, we had a lot to cover this week, a lot of sports. But we still have time for our last segment, WeTV's Athlete of the Week.
This recipient is Catamounts golf player Ivan Ninkovich for his third-place finish in the SoCon Championship Tournament.
Congrats, Ivan, and go Cats!
Go Cats indeed.
Is something burning?
Oh, Lord, what did they cook now?
All right, let's go through this one more time, because I'm getting sick of this. All right, Rod. We got Goku, Guy Fieri, Gordon Ramsay, Barack Obama, Shakira, Lionel Messi, Bill Nye, Anne Hathaway, Chappell Ronan. None of them said yes. What are we going to do for a guess? Get out of here.
No, check it.
It's your turn anyway.
Oh my gosh! And our final match of Ultimate Uno for the day. Our winner is Mara, which makes her the ultimate winner of the day.
That's it. That's the one.
We need a winner. We need a winner. Get her on Google. Get her on LinkedIn. Mara, yoo-hoo! It's We Cook. Open up.
Please, no paparazzi.
But we need you on the next episode of We Cook. It's the season finale.
Don't waste my time.
So what are we gonna do now, Ryan?
Dude, I think we're cooked.
Wait! You didn't think I actually meant it, did you? Now it's time. We cook.
For this recipe, you will need pink Country Time lemonade, a pint of vanilla ice cream, a pre-made graham cracker crust, and a tub of Cool Whip. First, combine 1/3 a cup of drink mix and 1/2 a cup of water. Stir until the drink mix is fully dissolved.
I should have done this in a smaller container. Hindsight's 2020. Looks like milk.
To dissolve it easier, put it in a smaller container first. Next, in a large mixing bowl, add the pint of vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna slide.
Mara, what happened now?
Just give me 1 second.
It's not on me.
Blend until soft.
Well, Mara, put some effort into it.
I'm putting in effort.
Put in that effort.
After, spoon in your tub of Cool Whip. Blend until soft again.
Now normally you'd have the lowest setting, and you can do the lowest setting like this so it'll come off, but we don't have the lowest setting here.
I got it for $20.
So instead we're gonna be a little innovative.
Oh my God, Mara, be careful.
Can't believe this is what my life's come to. Let's see what happens, shall we?
We should put it down first before, we should.
Oh, see, it's fine. My Western Carolinian shirt, it's new.
Chappell, what are you doing?
Hang on.
Oh my God, Mara, don't you drop it.
I'm not.
Next, put the mixture in the pie crust.
This is ready to go in the freezer.
Put the pie in the freezer and let it sit overnight or until fully firm.
Brian, what is this?
my freezer.
I told you we were making a frozen dessert.
Yep.
Let's go. Do you see the settings I have to work in?
We don't have a very good insurance policy, so please be careful.
And by that, he means we don't have one.
I feel like a princess. Like the one that shows up late to the ball and she's got the most gorgeous gown, but it's my pie.
See, this would have been a perfect time for you to fall down the stairs. Don't drop it, Mara.
Now we're done.
Nothing else?
We wait.
Till...
Tomorrow.
during the newscast?
Yeah.
Okay.
This time, the anchors will try it live. Well, it is the next day, and the pie is frozen. Nice and pink. How's that look for you guys?
Very good.
It looks really good. I'm so excited to try it.
As am I.
So I've heard you guys have been hating on the We Cook recipes.
Not the recipes, the chefs.
Yes, thank you for putting that into words. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
And the chef's ability to cook. That more than anything else. So,
Well,
I mean, you helped them out this time. Maybe it'll be better.
I hope it will be better. If you guys don't like it, lie. All right.
I love it.
Faro?
I'll have the first piece.
There you go.
I'm going to get right into it.
Oh, are you gonna wait for him?
I guess I'll wait for Thomas.
Oh, well, thank you. Your sacrifice means everything to me.
And Thomas,
Thank
here
you,
you go.
Mara.
I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you very much. No
Okay,
time.
okay, on three.
On three. It's got almost notes of updog.
What's up, dog?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Nothing much. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, this is actually surprisingly
I like
good.
it. Another one, please.
They actually did it.
Fantastic.
No, that is fantastic. You said it.
Okay,
That's
I'll take my
wonderful.
last bite.
Yep, as well. They don't want to watch us eat all night.
Lights, camera, controlled chaos. Join us at the Bottle Arts Center on Friday, May 2nd at 7:30 p.m. for the Controlled Chaos Film Festival, a student-created celebration of film, storytelling, and creative brilliance. This is your chance to witness the best narrative and documentary work from WCU's film and television production students. Doors open at 7:30 and the chaos rolls until 11. You won't want to miss this cinematic finale to the School of Stage and Screen season.
Last Minute Productions will be showing Captain America Civil War in the UC Theater on Friday, May 2nd and Saturday, May 3rd at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock p.m. The event is free for students and includes popcorn and a fountain drink.
And now we turn to a bittersweet moment. Our beloved and talented news director, Deanna Sipe, will be graduating in May. So here is Hallie Stanley with her senior send-off.
Welcome back, Catamounts. I'm here with Deanna Sipe, our news director. Deanna, you are graduating this May. How do you feel?
I'm a little nervous, a little scared. I don't know what's coming next, so just feeling a range of emotions.
Do you have any specific plans after graduation?
I've been interviewed for a couple of jobs. Haven't heard anything back yet, but my plan is to go into news. Want to be a news producer.
That sounds very exciting. You're more than well prepared to go into that. So let's talk about your time at Western. Can you give me one of the most memorable moments here?
One of my most memorable moments would probably be during like WeTV. A couple weeks ago, we were producing an episode of Jeopardy, and me and Jacob, we were both co-directing at the same time, and may have accidentally screamed in the ears of all of our camera people as we were recording. It was really fun. Kind of scary for probably everybody else, but probably one of my favorite memories is just co-directing with Jacob.
Yeah. And if you could go back to your first semester here, would you do anything differently?
I would do a lot differently, actually.
Okay.
But one of the things that I would do differently is I would just go out and have more fun and join some more clubs. I mean, joined a lot this year, but I think if I would have joined them my freshman year, the first semester, I would be a lot more prepared, I guess. Yeah, I would just say go out and do more.
Yeah, I feel like everyone says that because
Yeah.
they don't realize how good it is until you leave, and then it's like, oh, wish I did this, wish I did that. What has been something that you have seen from other members in WeTV that you admire the most?
I would say something that I've seen that I admire the most is people's editing abilities. I know with We Cook, we have Julian and Ryan.
Mhm.
They cook up some really great ideas,
Mhm.
not only with just food, but just editing-wise.
Yeah.
Also, our anchors, you know, Rufaro and Thomas, they're amazing together. And just everybody works so great together. Our director in there, Michael, doing a great job tonight. Guy's doing amazing in there. Everybody in the control room is doing amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're killing it, and we have lots of things to brag about, and you have been such a big part of that, and you are leaving some really big shoes to fill. Deanna, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Back to you at the desk.
And now for a challenge near and dear to our hearts. The USC Speak Your Mind Challenge has made its way to Cullowhee. The challenge is intended to raise awareness about mental health and suicide prevention. Today's nominees are Deanna Sipe and Hallie Stanley, who were nominated by Jacob Pendergraph.
On head.
Where did the water go?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I don't know how we're gonna know if we're live.
Here, you should probably I might get
Let me know when you go live. What? You're live.
Are we live?
Yep.
We are. Okay, so we were nominated by Jacob Pendergraph, our studio manager. So I guess I'm going to nominate Dr. Scott Eldridge of the communications department. And we're going to nominate the editor-in-chief of the Western Carolinian, currently this year, Mara St. Marie, and the social media manager, Cora Hayes.
I nominate Chancellor Brown.
Okay.
Dump it.
Oh god, I almost hit you guys with the bucket. There's a lot of water in that.
Back to you at the desk!
Up next, the rest of the semester's weather.
And an interview with local celebrity Jim Rogers.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything, everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin,
I need that back. No. Kevin!
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Welcome back. As the semester wraps up, we are hoping for warm and sunny weather. Unfortunately, it's been cloudy with a lot of rain.
Yeah, hopefully the weather starts to clear up, especially for graduation. With the rest of the semester's forecast, Jack McBrayer.
Welcome back to the weather, everyone's favorite segment other than We Cook, and today I'm going to be presenting the weather for finals week. So if it's raining on exam week, you know, it's not my fault. But Friday, it's going to have a high of 70, a low of 54, and more thunderstorms. Saturday, it's going in more thunderstorms. Make sure you have your umbrella. Stay inside, stay dry, with a high of 74, a low of 48. But Sunday, you're going to have some sunny weather. It's going to be a high of 82, a low of 46. Following Monday, more sunny weather, a little cloudy. It's going to have a high of 82, a low of 53. Following that, on Tuesday, it's going to have a high of 83 and a low of 53, also sunny. But unfortunately, getting into Wednesday, the rain is going to come back. So it's going to have a high of 79 and a low of 53. And following Thursday is going to have a high of 75 and a low of 52. And it's also going to be rainy during finals week. So that is the weather for the last of the semester. Now we're going to throw it back to the desk.
This Sunday, April 27th, the North Shore Cemetery Association will begin a year of decorations at Branton and Lower Nolan Creek cemeteries. The gate will open at 9 a.m. and the event will begin at 10:30 a.m. at Branton Cemetery. Attendees will pick and place a flower on each grave and have a short service. Afterward will be lunch, and then they will hike to Lower Nolan Creek Cemetery. There they will also lay flowers on the graves. Those attending should bring their own lunch. Dress as casual.
Need to green up your own space? The Biology Club will be hosting their annual plant sale tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in front of Upper Decker Science Building. All plants for sale were sold and grown by club members. There are a variety of already potted plants available, including foliage plants, flowers, and succulents.
Yesterday, WCU students were invited to test their fashion abilities by creating outfits entirely out of trash. The Trashin' Show was hosted at the UC Theater by the Sustainable Campus Initiative.
The Sustainable Campus Initiative held a Trashin' Show where 6 students modeled their outfits created out of trash around campus. The show was a fun way for the organization to celebrate Earth Month.
The amount of effort and work that went into those outfits, amount of time, and it really shows like how we can view waste differently and use it differently. Because it's hard sometimes because you just throw something in the trash can and you don't think about it again.
Of the 6 competitors, 3 winners were awarded cash prizes as well as medals and giant checks made out of repurposed trash.
First place winner of the FCI Trashin' Show is
WeTV's own Rufaro Ruti Zadira won the competition and $200 in her student account.
My inspiration, I think it came after the whole, what do you call it? The tariffs. And a lot of people were complaining about Shein and Temu and everything, and I think they just shed a light on like I said, the currency of fashion, like all of those, like we're producing more than we are using, and it's all ending up in dumpsters. And now you've got that stuff, even like they're coming with plastics now, like seeping into our system.
The show's purpose was to help students realize trash can be used in many ways.
There really is so many ways to repurpose things, and not even just outfits. Like I know, like there's like plastic bricks people make, eco bricks, I think they're called. Like so many different ways you can use and reuse things.
Stay trashy, WCU. Reporting for WeTV, I'm Mara St. Marie.
Great job to everyone who competed, and special congratulations to you, Rafaro.
Thank you. Thanks, Thomas. In 2023, Sports Bar Roger Bros opened up behind campus. Since then, the business and owner, Jim Roger, have become local legends.
Right on the side of Old Cullowhee Road sits the infamous Roger Brothers restaurant. I had the chance to speak with Jim Rogers himself on a little bit more about his business.
My dream is to have something that I created, and so now I'm doing that. I'm living the dream, so to speak, but it's very challenging.
With lots of experience in franchisee restaurants, Rogers is exploring running his own business.
And that's the thing about starting your own business, is you never really know. It's like you have to waste a lot of money, unfortunately, I think, and waste a lot of brain power, money, and sanity to figure out, what it really takes to run a business, even though you've run businesses before, but every business is different.
While experiencing his own difficulties, Rogers enjoys the challenge.
I like challenges, and the challenge kind of keeps you going, keeps you living, keeps you kind of something to strive for. And, what I love most about it is ultimately, it's up to me.
Rogers has gone from regular business owner to local celebrity on social media.
And, the standard advertising, the print advertising, that we did 20 years ago, and things just didn't seem to be really working. So I was like, okay, I'll try some social media, and so I started doing, a different little blip on Instagram every day, and I got to where, it's kind of fun.
Rogers is experiencing positive reactions from the community.
We had a band in here the other night, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, can I get your autograph? And I was like, I said my autograph. I was like, oh my God, my autograph.
Rogers always dreamed of going pro, but never thought that he would be signing autographs for his business.
I always dreamed of playing pro football or baseball, and I thought I was pretty good at football until I went to college, right? And then everybody's good at football, So I thought I might have had dreams that being professional and doing something like that, signing autographs, but never in 100 years would I ever thought that, putting out a video, I'd be like, people would want to. So I think it's hilarious, but I appreciate it, I think it's funny, and, it's just, it's fun. It's really fun, I enjoy it. I think it's a blast, and I really, appreciate everybody out there who has supported the restaurant or me or, all this fun stuff we've had over the last several months.
His influence has expanded as far as Florida.
So I had a girl come up here from the University of Miami to get a milkshake because she saw social media about my Butterfinger milkshake, So she came up from Miami to have a milkshake on her spring break. My goal is to try to make sure that everybody that comes in the door has a great experience and keeps coming back.
Reporting for WeTV, I'm Deanna Sipe.
Thank you, Diana. This is a great opportunity for college students to support local businesses. Now off to our senior send-off with our General Manager, Elijah Lottenheiser.
Hey guys, I'm here with Elijah Lottenheiser.
That's me.
General Manager of WeTV.
Yeah, that's the title.
Student worker.
Yep, I do that as well.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. This is my third time ever being on camera in the 4 years that I was here. So.
Yeah, you're behind the scenes, big behind the scenes. You do a lot outside of class too for all TV classes, very involved. You're graduating in May.
I am, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I'm ready to sort of move on into sort of the professional world and just not have to deal with any classes anymore. That'll be so awesome.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you'll be busier in the workforce, more busier than you are right now?
I don't know. Maybe, probably. It truly just depends on where I get a job.
Right.
But you know, I'll knowing me, I'll probably stay busy.
Yeah. What do you have any specific plans for after graduation?
Not right now. I'm still in the sort of job hunt right now. Just had an interview with a news station down in South Carolina, but I'm still sort of just finding somewhere to hire me.
Yeah. What has been your biggest takeaway from Western?
From Western, hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah.
It's because you can things will just go wrong, and you can only hope that they won't.
Yeah. What about WeTV? What's your biggest takeaway from WeTV?
I mean,
don't say the same thing.
I was gonna say more or less the same.
Okay.
But it's always been just a fun experience to just be here doing this. I mean, I've been with WeTV since the beginning. So before we were even WeTV, I was here.
That's insane.
And so it's always about what can we do next. So that's why I like what is possible with the limited amount of resources that we have, and we've been able to make some amazing stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to say this for all the seniors because it's true for all of y'all. You're leaving some really big shoes to fill, and we're going to try our best to fill them. What do you expect from WeTV in the future? What are you hoping for? What do you want us to continue doing and learn how to do in our productions?
I expect great things. I sort of hope and expect that y'all will just do even more than what we have been doing now. To go on and make even more ambitious shows, more fun shows, more engagement with sort of the university and sort of the community around it, doing more live things. So I'm hopeful for the future of the organization sort of after I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye out.
You're gonna watch all of our episodes, right? Every single one?
I'll try. I'll try my hardest.
Okay. Well, Elijah, thank you for your time. Back to you at the desk.
Elijah has been a prominent member in WeTV, and will be missed greatly. For all our seniors, their legacy will be felt for years and years to come through their work, leadership, friendship. Thank you for a great year of productions. This closes out another exciting year of WeTV. Thank you everyone who's tuned in and for your constant support. Congratulations to all the seniors, and as always, go Cats!